This week in CIST 2531, we'll look at Chapter 7, working with the pen tool. A couple of things we will look at this. We'll also work with the anchor tool. See on the screen, this is your practice. So you're going to be practicing drawing different shapes using the pen tool. You have one of your starting files that you'll work with, and then your finished artwork should look like this. Now let's start looking at the pen tool. First, it's underneath, should be your third item down. Now I'm going to work on the practice area. Now, to use the pen tool, you'll see the little asterisk beside the icon. Let me zoom in on this. Okay, the asterisk beside the icon, that's what you know that you're going to start a drawing there. You're going to start a path. So by clicking this, and then I can draw. So drawing straight lines are fairly easy. If I hold down the Shift key, this allows me to draw in a straight line at degrees. You see how I cannot draw on the 5 because it's not at the correct angle. But releasing the Shift key, I do have more of a free form for this. Now if I hold the Shift key down here, I can draw a straight line to the one. And you'll see the little circle that lets me know that my path is completed. Okay, so with this selected, I can use the selection tool. I can drag that path to a new location. I can use the fill handles to resize my completed shape as well. The direct selection tool, each one of these has a fill handle here. You'll see underneath here that I can round corners off using this. Once again, this is my direct selection tool. Let's make this place right. I double click on one of the fill handles or one of the anchor points. I can extend it or rearrange that, reposition it as needed. If I double click on the line, I can hit delete, for example, and remove this, or select the line. Or if I have the entire thing selected, I can hit delete on the keyboard and delete everything, clear it all up. The next lesson you'll be using drawing the straight lines. So you have to select the pen. First, I'll make sure that your fill and your stroke is correct. It does recommend that you have the stroke set at 1 and the fill set at empty. So I'm going to put my set at the same thing. Now for this one, I'm holding down the Shift key. It allows me to quickly draw straight lines. From 3 to 4, I do not have a Shift key. 4 to 5, I'm not holding the Shift key. But you'll see that how my line moves when I push down the Shift key on my keyboard. Currently, I'm holding it down. When I release it, it goes back to my icon. So it's going to help me draw my straight lines. Now, right here, I do not have this path closed. So I'm actually going to go up here and undo this, because I do not have that little circle icon next to my pointer. Okay, so using the Shift key allows me to draw straight lines. And then using the selection tool, the direct selection tool, I'm able to reposition this if I need to. If I need to change some of the lines. You can also use the pen tool to draw curve shapes. So I'm going to hold down my mouse button, and you'll see that I am getting this fill handles out. So now you see I'm able to draw in a more curved shape by holding my mouse button down when I make my clicks. Now, after each time when I stop, I hit the escape key on my keyboard, so I'll stop the pen tool from trying to draw another segment. And with this, I can adjust it with a selection tool, a direct selection tool, and adjust the curves. If I have the select tool selected, I can select the object. I can move it to a new location, resize it with fill handles as well. The next tool I'm going to look at is my anchor point tool. So for example, on this, it is underneath my pen tool. For this, if I wanted to add an anchor point, you'll see that my icon changes to this. Okay, so this allows me to add anchors. Let me actually draw another pen tool here. One second here, let me undo that. Okay, so I'm going to combine the straight line with the curve tool here, a curved line, by using my shift key and clicking back to that. So with this, I can adjust the curves like this. All right, so now using my anchor point, let me adjust this real quick here. And sometimes this is hard to see with the screen that I'm using to work on this with. So in this one down here, I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to work with creating anchor points on this. So I'm going to select the anchor point tool. So you see I have this icon here. And you also see this sometimes with the pen. After you draw a line, for example, we'll go back to the anchor point. You see that I can adjust the anchor points once I click on the object, or in this case the path. So you'll be using a combination of the pen tool, anchor points tool, to creating this artwork from this image here. And you notice it does give you points here to where you should try to match this up. As you work through this. And this should be your final results.